So to quote every black mom ever, if your friend jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge too?
I think there's more nuance. Why is my friend jumping? Are we
Oh my
chained
God.
together? Are we linked to one another? What's at the bottom of the bridge? What's
You're
behind
ridiculous.
us? Are we being chased? There's so many questions.
Maybe there's $17.5 million at the bottom of the bridge.
Am I wearing a parachute? Am I wearing a bungee cord? Is it Palm Springs weekend?
The answer is yes.
Am I in Key West? Am I on
Yes.
vacation?
Yes.
Is it the London Bridge?
Yes.
Is it the Brooklyn Bridge? There's so many
Yes.
questions. Is it the Brooklyn Bridge and the London Bridge? Mm-hmm. Well, listen, we are not here to talk about London. We're not here to talk about bridges or whistling. We're here to talk about, Legendary Season 2,
Ew.
Episode 2. It's another grand
this is episode
march.
1, part 2.
I mean,
I'm just going by what HBO Max had then said. This is episode 1, part 2.
what HBO Max said for me was Grand March 2. It didn't say episode 1, part 2. If mine said Grand March 2.
Mine said Grand March Part 2, so you probably have the bootleg HBO Max of the people over there in the UK watching because you can't afford the real shit.
No, I have the special version they give you when you're on HBO Max, honey.
Bitch, they still make you pay for your fucking subscription, so please stop. Stop it right now.
I have the special version when you're in the family. Honey.
Are you trying to do this?
Pretty soon I will have a an icon that you can select on HBO Max.
Oh, work. That's cool.
I can be your avatar. Honey.
No, thank you.
Well, your version probably don't even have avatars. Let's get into these the come de garments that they have going on here.
I have to say, all these new house names, I'm like, this is not the house of Comme des Garçons. I'm like, they should make the house of Diego Montoya, the house of Black and White Striped. They should make the house of
I want to
Casey
see
Caldwell.
I want to see the house of Payless. I want to see the house of H&M. I want to see
Could you
the
imagine?
the house of Rainbow.
When RuPaul said no more fucking H&M, someone should have been like, but I guess Old Navy's okay with all your fucking Old Navy commercials, bitch. This is not about
I think
Drag Race.
Deshaun looks very sexy this episode. Like, very.
Deshaun always looks sexy. I am hard pressed to find a moment where Deshaun does not look fucking sexy.
I love his look. It's so good. What do you think of Leomi's look?
Oh, I love Leomi's look. Apparently, it's a recreation of the outfit worn by Christina La Veneno in the HBO series called Veneno, which is incredible. If you have not watched it, it is so good. You will cry literally in the first 10 minutes of the series.
As soon as she walked out, I was like, Veneno. Like, instant, I was like, Veneno. I love this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Laura Roach's typical look. It's a suit, sometimes no shirt, but it looks good.
Have you ever seen that TikTok of Law Roach doing that challenge that you call someone to be like, "Oh, I'm busy right now."
Yeah.
And it's like Law Roach calling Diana
Tommy
von Furstenberg, Karl Lagerfeld. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
I think he's named 2 dead people.
I know. That was the irony, Bob. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I don't remember loving this Jamila look. Jamil look from last week. It was great. This one is cool.
It's fine. And Megan looks amazing. I love her.
Delicious. Bitch, black people in chocolate stones and chocolate sequins, it is always a serve to me. She looks so... God bless whatever fag or whatever person was sitting behind the desk stoning that shit for film, because it looks incredible. It's delicious.
Yeah. She really looks Stundrelina. All right, let's get into these houses. Now we have a whole new batch of houses. First, we have the House of Prodigy.
Baby, the mother of the House of Prodigy, Jason, honey, bottle it up. I would like to take 3. I want Jason to, oh my God.
Beat you up so with beautiful. Those boxing gloves?
I want Jason to fucking pummel me into next week. What a beautiful man.
G was saying that, like, this is how he's coming out.
Oh yeah, right. This is his family when they watch Legendary, they're gonna be like, nigga, you gay? Oh shit. I mean, yeah, okay.
That's a lot to process on your first day at work.
You know what I mean? To be fair, when I did Drag Race, that's when like my mom like first saw me ever doing drag. That's how she like
When
I don't know
you
about Money
won the Miss
Exchange.
Caribbean pageant and they posted it in your hometown.
Yes, and I lied and said that it was just for a movie role. She didn't think it was like my
Your
lifestyle.
mama did
If
not
you
believe that, Monet. Your mom did
you
not
don't know
believe
what my
that.
mom believes. Do you even watch my story? Do you know my journey, bitch?
Was your mom like, well, when's the movie coming out? Did the movie ever come out?
And I was like, it's coming out soon. I kept saying it's coming out soon. Also,
You
Bob,
think
my
your
mom
mom is
lives in
dumb? Your mom gave you the benefit of the doubt.
my
Your
mom
mom,
lives in St. Lucia. She does not live in America, where my mom didn't even know what drag even was.
but you know what gay people are?
Bitch, there's 3 of them out on the island. She don't know none of them niggas.
Also, you are who you are. Your
Yeah,
mama
well,
did
also,
that
I
video.
wasn't walking home in the house like, hey girl, what's up? That was not me. Okay, I was not doing all that.
I saw them old videos of you teaching them kids, and that was a lady teacher. I'll go. Then you go. Hey, I go. Then you go. Boom. I go. Boom. You
You're
go.
so stupid.
Wow. It's really hard to judge the first performance of the night.
No, it's not. Well, also I watched these back to back, so I was already like in it, and I thought that they were good. I loved their look. I thought that coming out in this in like the whole boxing thing, I think it was really fierce, and I thought that. They in the track they had beldings on all their dips, and that shit was tickling me every time. It was like,
Well, you know, in Drag Race, sometimes they be adding them dings and whooshes and crescendos in post.
I thought it was fucking fierce. And I thought that the judges were hating on them. I thought that Law Roach was hating.
Well, here's
He
the
was such a
thing.
hater.
Law Roach said a lot of really nice stuff and then gave them a low score.
That nigga be getting me mad.
Like, Law Roach was like complimenting and saying nice things, but like, oh yeah, but what did Law give them again? I can't remember. I remember
He
being
gave him
like,
a 6. He gave him a 6.
but he said so many nice things and then turned around and gave him a 6. I was like, make it make sense.
Law Roach be pissy. I'm telling yo, I be fucking.
I bet you won't add him.
I be hot as hell. I probably will add him. Law Roach gonna be like, who is this drag queen faggoty bitch again? I don't know this bitch.
Don't add Law. You don't need no more enemies.
Yeah, because the first one was made because of you.
They got a 31, and I remember thinking to myself, like, I like it. I'm happy. I'm like, I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. But again, for me, when it's the top of the episode, like you don't know the litmus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The limit does not exist.
I get House of Prodigy a 9. I thoroughly enjoyed the performance. It was super strong, and I really liked it.
I would give them an 8. Honestly, a lot of times, me and Megan are on the same page. Very often.
Oh my God, you swear. You want to be Megan's friend, so her best friend is Laomi. It's not you.
It's just that me and Megan are both coach girls. Like we both work. We're both in the coach campaign, so it's like.
Well, I will say maybe
we
we'll
see each other at work. We're by the water cooler at work. I'm like, Meg, oh hey Megan. We both in the coach office.
Well, maybe in a few episodes we'll see who is really best friends with Megan Thee Stallion. Maybe we're gonna see a surprise guest judge cameo this season. Who knows?
Who knows, Monet?
Who knows?
Whom knows? And the next one we have the House of Milan. Now, okay, here's the thing about House of Milan. You can do whatever you want. But when you claim to be the blank house, you have to do it so fiercely. So
there was not fierce, baby.
They were like, we are the fashion house. They were like, rest assured, we are the fashion house. And when you come out and say that, it's like you're gonna have to you're setting yourself up. You know what I mean?
Right. And they also what was weird with the judges' critiques were that they were giving this like Wiz vibe, and I was like, they were not. They were doing Goldmember. Their references were. Yes, it was Goldmember.
I got the Wiz right away.
No, it was Austin Powers Goldmember. Can y'all please comment below? They were giving Goldmember. Like if
this
you listen
is why
to,
I was saying it's the Wiz. It's the scene in the Wiz where they keep picking the color. And you got to be seeing green.
I remember.
Listen. I mean, I don't know if the house ever confirmed what it was, but when they came out, my gut instinct was like, this seems like the Emerald City and the Wiz. So, but where are you getting your thing from? Did they say
Because
that?
they were saying audio, like they were saying things like they like said gold member. They said things alluding to Beyonce, Austin Powers, gold member. Like they were like three things. I didn't write it down because I was like,
Well, do you know that gold member is a reference to Goldfinger? Like gold member
Yes.
is a parody of Goldfinger from 007.
But for younger people like myself, unlike you, gold member is the reference you go to.
That okay. Anyway, but when did the house say that they were using gold member as a reference?
There's the references in the track.
I don't remember the track saying gold member.
Go ahead, Jacob. Jacob has a point.
They sample it in the track.
Fully.
It goes wow, wow, wow.
Yes, and that is a
That's
gold member
not
thing.
from gold member. That's from Goldfinger, bitch. That sampling is from Goldfinger. It's not from gold member.
But do you know what it's not? The Wiz.
Well, anyway, long story short, I'm saying it's not. That's not Goldfinger. I was seeing The Wiz. When I was looking, I was like, this is giving me very much The Wiz. Everything about it was Emerald City in The Wiz. And I obviously was not alone in that. And whenever the judge said it, they were like, yep. Maybe they were faking. Maybe they were capping. Maybe they were being like, yeah, sure.
Of course. That's like, if I'm a drag race, like Monet, I'm fully in like a fucking mermaid costume. And I think I'm giving fucking tuna fish. And they're like, Monet, your salmon look was on. I'm like, yeah, salmon, right? I know that's what I was going for. Of course.
Not brown cow stunning. You literally just told the brown cow stunning origin story. Let's get our head back in the game, okay?
Yeah,
What
I
did you
give the House of Milan a 7. I give them a 7. And the judges were making it seem like they were better than Prodigy, and the judges are fucking smoking reefer because they were not.
I disagree. I think King Oz, that opening was everything. I love that robe work. Also, Mother Jocelyn looks very young. I don't know how old she is, but to me, she looks very young to be a mother. But obviously, like, I mean, I'm not discrediting her ability. Maybe she just looks really young. I would say the only look I did not like was King Oz. Like, I feel like everyone else was wearing like this really elevated looks, and King Oz was in like a gold sweatsuit.
Wow, not fat shaming. I just felt
that
like
was not fat shaming. I just think that King Oz was in like it looks like a tracksuit, but it's just gold.
it is very 80s tracksuit. But I just feel like even with like their hand performance, it just didn't feel like it had energy. Like I felt like they were just like, it didn't feel like it had energy. Like Prodigy was giving you like fucking, they were like electrocuting me throughout their entire performance. I was not getting that from Milan.
When King Oz did that fucking floor work breakdance move, I was like, you better.
Well, now you say breakdance, he's dressed like an 80s, like an late 80s, early 90s street breakdancer rapper person.
Yeah, but it just doesn't fit everybody else.
I know. Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I would give them an 8.
Yeah.
All right, so House of Tom de Garçon. Let's talk about this house. First of all, Mother Stasha is. I wonder how she feels because she said that she's taken a 7-year break from ever being on the ballroom floor.
That's wild. A 7-year break. Imagine if you took like a 7-year break from drag. Do you think that you can come back and be just as fierce as you were? I think so.
I would need a little time. I mean, I'm sure that they obviously they rehearsed and stuff.
Right.
But like, I would if I took a 7-year break, I would want to paint my face a few times before I do the one for TV. You know what I mean? I gotta say this right now. Tonka is so okay. I could not take my eyes off Tonka. Like I just could not stop looking at Tonka the entire time. And at one point when Tonka was gone to grab the crown, I just kept thinking like, where'd Tonka go?
Where'd Tonka? I know Tonka was very like I agree. Like Tonka was he made that performance. He gave me everything that I needed and wanted. That being said, overall I thought they were boring. Like for a good bit of their performance, Mother Stasha and Tonka were off screen, and it was just Milan, Egypt, and Savion.
The only thing about this performance to me is that it seemed low concept. Like
Right. They critiqued the House of Prodigy for not doing all the elements and being like a little sloppy, but I'm like, girl, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see all the elements in this performance either.
there does seem to be a hint of inconsistent judging. That being said, I just love looking at Tonka. Also, I feel like you want to put mother of the house parent in the middle, but I'm like, at some point you're gonna have to put Tonka in the middle because like Tonka's also Tonka looks like he's also like 6'6".
Yeah.
Unless everyone else is under 6 feet tall.
I give the House of Garcon a 5. What did you give them?
A 5? Not it's the Law Roach for me. Now you trying to be Law Roach. Now you trying to be Miss Roach. A 5.
I give them a 5.
A 5.
Yes, I give them a 5. I thought it was a little sloppy in my if I'm being honest.
I mean, I thought it was a little low concept. I didn't think they were sloppy. I do wish that they would have that Stasha and Tonka would have been on screen a little bit more. But that being said, I would have given them a 7 or an 8. 7. I'll give them a 7. I have almost nothing written down for the House of Icon. I don't know if it was because I don't know what it was, but I didn't write anything to that. What about you?
They weren't fierce. They weren't fierce. I literally my 2 notes say a little sloppy, low energy. And I did not like the concept of the looks. I just didn't like a lot of it.
I just wasn't really compelled to or moved much to like write or type or do stuff. I do think that all I wrote down was I guess I have different ideas from Law Roach.
Watching you try to find compliments for Icon is watching you try to critique a rose runaway. Just like
Well, I mean, I'm trying to because the thing about it because it wasn't bad. Like it wasn't bad.
I did not like this performance. I give them a 6.
I would give them a 6 too. I got to be honest. Like,
yeah.
Let's go into Teachy.
Bitch. This fucking group was so fierce.
I will say this on this goddamn queer day. That look was what Gia walked out in is the best thing that has been on the show up to this day. That's from the judges panel, from everyone.
But when she walked out, I was like, oh my God, I want this look. It was like, it was hypnotizing. It was a really fierce look. And the whole concept, from the time, like the way that they built up the story, and when Mother Gia came out, it was just like they made that like its own moment. And then she had this thing where she like vogued everyone, each one of the four children down. They were my favorite group.
Yeah, they were amazing, and I mean, so they have branded themselves as like we are the like we dance, like we are trained.
Oh yes, yeah.
We are the dancing house. Stanley Teachy, which sounds like Stanley Tucci.
I know, it sure does.
Stanley Teachy, I immediately followed him on Instagram. I was like, we'll be following. They were just great.
Simone was so good. Simone is one of the most beautiful. She's so beautiful. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, they performed down. I was like, I mean, Jamila had it right. They better be glad. The other house better be glad they didn't come out first.
Honestly, because if they would have come out first, everyone else would have minus Prodigy, because I genuinely think Prodigy was fucking stunning. Everyone else would have been hard pressed to follow them up. And they got a 10 from every judge except for Law Roach. She gave them an 8. Yeah,
I mean, it was... Oh, I'll give them a 10. It was so good.
Yeah, I give them a 10 as well. This redemption battle, girl, the fucking House of Prodigy, they sent the wrong person out. I was so upset because Prodigy would have stayed. They just sent the wrong fucking person out.
You didn't like her moves?
I mean, it was fine if we're doing a gymnastics challenge. This was voguing. Like, she did like one vogue move. The rest was just contortion. And I was like, this bitch, we want to see voguing.
Leomi was harsh. Leomi said, neither one of you performed.
I mean,
they keep forgetting the rule, which is you need to show off the 5 elements. Elements.
I was really rooting for Prodigy because I thought they did a stellar job in the thing. But then coming to the redemption battle, I think that Sakuri, even though she didn't vogue a whole bunch, she definitely vogued more than Prodigy did. Deja Vu was just kind of just doing contortion. So I didn't want to see Prodigy go, but I had to give it to Sakurai because Deja was not doing the thing, girl.
And I mean, Sakurai got 3 of the votes, saving Icon. Prodigy goes home. It's hard to see one person go home, like on American Idol, but watching like 5 people walk out the door, it's like, damn,
I know.
I didn't even get to know them.
Daddy Jason, I love you so much, Daddy, and I'm so sad to see you go. But I will find you on Instagram, and I will.
First of all, it is Mother Jason.
Mother Jason, but Mother Jason gonna be my zaddy.
We now have 8 groups left. The top group is Balenciaga.
Balenciaga
with a score of 39. And then Miyake Mugler and Tichi are both tied with a score of 38.
And then Garçon has 37, Orichi had 36, the House of Milan had 34, and Lux, the House of Lux had 32.
At the very end is Icon.
Do you think that Icon deserves to be at the bottom? I think they do. I think they were the worst out of all 10.
And let me look. I mean, I will say this. I did write the least amount of notes for Icon.
Right.
I just looked up and I was like, oh shit, I didn't write anything. I don't know what the hell I did.
Also, Chanel had 6 for me. Garçon had 5, and Icon had 6. So,
but are you the fucking Law Roach of this fucking show? Like, you are giving out some low ass scores. This is.
I mean, I just gotta keep it real for me. That's all I can do. All right.
I'm excited about the looks they're going to be bringing next week. Next week, the theme is Tinseltown. It's all about Hollywood.
Do you think that all of these judges are qualified to judge the show?
I think that at this point, with already having a season under their belt and having Leiomy there to help them and blah, 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 they're probably, quite frankly, a little more qualified than I am.
Oh, they're definitely probably more qualified than me. I would imagine, especially after the first season, they've had Leiomy, they've had like people who are seats in ballroom, probably behind the scenes, like talking them through stuff and like showing them video. Like for example, I don't know Jamila Jamil, but I would think that she did her research because she's supposed to be, or at least last season, she was like the main judge, like the host judge. You know what I mean? There's a judge that kind of takes that baton on.
I think she is I think she's like the executive producer of the show. Like I think Jamila Jamil is the reason the show is happening. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone is more qualified in the world than Leiomy.
Oh, for sure. Well, Deshawn. Well, not more than her, but they like have the same, you know.
Well, Deshawn's not a judge. Leomy's a judge.
Honestly, but Deshawn is a head bitch in charge. When they can't make a decision, Deshawn is like, bitch, I'm making the fucking decision. So, well, you can argue that Deshawn is the HBIC and it's motherfucking legendary.
Yeah, Deshawn kind of alluded that, like, bitch, I'll be the tiebreaker.
Yeah. I love Deshawn. Bob, can you make that happen for me?
You know, I don't know Deshawn. You don't want to know Deshawn. You act like you and Deshawn are best buddies. Monet was like, I'm going to call Deshawn. Like, y'all, kiki pals.
We DM. So I'm excited for the rest of Legendary. I will say this season, we're already 2 episodes in. This is going to go by really fast, I feel.
Oh, girl, we're going to be hanging out we'll see y'all for 1 more month.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you want to put a wager on it? Who do you think is gonna win?
If you want to be a statement, I'm gonna right now say that it is the top 2 are going to be. It's gonna be Tichi and Balenciaga, top 2, and I think and I think that Tichi's gonna win. Calling it.
I say Balenciaga and Mugler. Bob, Mugler was really fierce.
Yeah, I'm not discrediting anyone's fierceness. I would like to make that abundantly clear. But I'm saying Tichi, that look fucked me up.
It really did.
I'm wrecked. And if anything, Mother Shannon will scam her way to the to the ground. Listen, Mother Shannon's like, I've stolen $17 million. $100,000 ain't shit.
Do you want to put a wager on it, Bob?
Okay, well, not particularly, but sure. What should we wager? Oh, I know what I want. I already figured it out. If Tichi wins, you have to do the entire next season of Watchery wearing the first impressions wig. Every episode.
Okay, and then if Balenciaga wins, You have to do every episode of First Impressions. I mean, every episode of The Next Scene in Watchery wearing the sponge gown.
Monet, it's moldy.
It's not moldy.
Yes, it is, because I remember when you got into the pool and then you immediately put it in the trash bag.
And then we fixed it. We cleaned it. Patty took care of it. It's all nice and squeaky clean.
Not the sponge gown. Every episode, Mo, this is too much.
Well, then change yours, bitch. Every episode.
Okay, 1 month.
Okay, 1 month. Okay. Work.
Deal?
Oh, I'm fucking done. I'm done.
All right, bye, everybody.